Good morning.
Good morning.
Please tell me your full name.
My full name is Chetna Sharma.
What would you like me to call you?
You can just call me Chetna.
Thanks. And can I see your passport?
Yes.
Thank you. That's fine. Now, in the first part of the test, I'd like to ask you some general questions about your everyday life and interests. Let's talk about where you're living now. Where do you live exactly?
I'm living in North Melbourne.
Why did you choose to live in that area?
It's very close to city and I'm working in city. My college is in the city. That's why I choose to live in North Melbourne. Very close to city, that's it.
Do you think other people in your area chose to live there for the same reasons?
No, there is no reason behind it because the living there before maybe you can say from long time. So yeah, some people maybe could be the same reason because they're working in city or it could be one reason but not everybody.
What kind of recreation facilities are there in your local area?
It's everything is there. The supermarket close to my home. We have a laundry in my apartment with a free laundry. There is a cinema close to my home, like Melbourne Central. It's very close for my place. And the Victoria Market, it's a big market. Veggie Market, it's close to my home. So everything is close to us. We all love the place.
Thank you. Now let's talk about food. What are your favorite kinds of food?
I like to eat Indian food, but I love to cook Spanish food, yeah.
Do you generally like sweet or savory food?
Sweet.
Why?
I like sweet things, desserts. I love to make desserts. That's what I love eating here.
And when do you generally eat more? During the day or at night?
During the day because I'm working as a chef, so I have to taste every time, yeah.
And does the weather generally change how much food you eat?
When the weather changes, I eat less food because the weather, that's why, yeah.
Let's go on to discuss the topic of clothing. What colours do you prefer to wear?
Bright colors.
Do you ever wear very formal clothes or a uniform?
No, not really. I used just wear my uniform at work after very casual.
When shopping for clothes, do you prefer to go alone or with a friend?
Alone. I always go alone because I can't. I want to choose my own clothes by myself. I don't want anyone's opinion like this color suits you. No, I don't like this.
What type of clothes would you wear to a party?
Casual. Definitely, yes.
I'd like to move on to the second part of the test. I'm going to give you a topic card and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you start, please take 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. If you'd like to, you can write some notes in this preparation time. Is that clear?
Yes.
Please use this paper to make notes, and here's your topic. I'd like you to describe a significant event from your teenage years, that is, from 13 to 19 years old.
The event was my birthday. It happened on 20th March, and the place it's next to my home. There is a big hurdle over there. I still remember this time because I remember the time I rang my dad. I said, Dad, I want to celebrate my birthday, but due to some reason, my dad that is working in different states. So he said, oh, Chetna, I cannot come back home. So they sent me money and they said, you can celebrate your birthday and you can call your friends over there. And I remember the time I was just missing my dad when I was on the birthday, and at the time I saw my dad came, it was a surprise for me and all the tears come in my eyes. I said, oh Dad, how come you come back? And he said, now my daughter had a birthday, I could leave everything. And another thing, when my dad clutches my hand and looked me outside, and he gave me a mobile phone on my birthday, which I will remember all the time because I cannot forget this time. It's a really, really good time for me, and I really enjoyed the party because my dad came back for my birthday. Yes, it was really good time for me.
Thank you. Are you happy that your teenage years are over?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. We've been talking about a significant event from your teenage years, and now I want to discuss with you some wider questions linked to this. Firstly, let's look at characteristics of teenage life. Can you explain why the teenage years are so different to other stages of life?
Yeah, because a teenager is a young stage of your life. You no need to worry about what you have to do because they have someone behind you like your parents. They can teach you, they can worry about your future. But when you grow like you be 22 or 24, you have to be more responsible. You have to choose a good career for you. You have to think about your life. You have to find a partner for you, good partner for you, because if you do mistake in your young age, you cannot get a good life. That's why I think so the teenager is very important for you to choose a good career, good partner. Yeah, that's it.
And when we compare your teenage years with younger childhood, very young childhood, what are some of the major differences between those two stages of?
The major difference is responsibilities. When you are younger, you don't need to worry about anything. Your parents are totally, as I told you before, your parents are doing everything for you. But when you're younger, when you grow, you have to think about your own responsibilities. You have to more, let's say, more careful about the things, and yeah, I think.
In your own life, did you enjoy your young childhood more or your teenage years more?
Young, yeah.
Okay. Teenagers are often attracted to new kinds of technology like computer games, iPods. Do you think that this interest is good for their personal development?
Yeah, it's true because if the child is really interested in internet, this is a different way he can get a good knowledge from them, and he can be used in a wrong way. So it's up to the child what kind of information he wants, because some children like they want to be a networking engineer. They can get plenty of knowledge from the internet. They if they use internet every day, they can get a lot of information. But at other hand, some child they don't want to do these things, but they just want to use their own things on the internet. So it depends on the child what he exactly wants.
And in your case, were you interested in tech as a teenager?
Yeah, when I was in my teenager year, I wanted to come to Australia for my further study. So I used to go to internet cafe, and I always find the information. What kind of information I really need to, what other requirement, what kind of documents I really need for the my student visa. It's true. It's really good thing for you for if you want for on development, you can say.
Okay, the next topic is the difficulties of being a teenager. Do you agree or disagree that your teenage years are the most difficult in your life?
Not really. It's not really very difficult because, my opinion, if you are living with your family, then it's not really hard because they're going to pay your expenses, they're going to pay your college fees, school fees, whatever. But yeah, if you are living by yourself, you left your home and you're living by yourself, it's a bit hard. If you want to choose a good career for you, you have to spend a lot of money for your study. So you have to work hard, you have to do things by own, you have to do your cooking own, you have to study. So in my opinion, you should leave your parents by if you want to study, because you can get lots of things from your parents. I mean to say, like, good, they can teach you good things, because if you leave it on own, you don't know about the good things. Maybe it could be good or it could be right, because not every time you will be right. You choose the right things, so that's why I think so.
What are some particular things that your parents can do to help you make that transition from teenage years to adulthood?
Yeah, the main thing, my dad, I always, before my dad, actually, I really didn't know when I was child what have to do. My dad told me every time you have to do these things. So they always told me you have to do these things. I always follow my dad's why I am here. Otherwise, if I do things by my own, maybe I could choose something different thing, which I was not really interested in that, or maybe I could choose wrong things. So, in my opinion, your parents are always, to help you to get on good path.
Now, the last question, me looking to the future, what sorts of new challenges do you think that teenagers will face in coming generations?
Can you repeat this question again, please?
So, in the future, what sort of new challenges do you think there might be for teenagers?
Yeah, technology. If we talk about, there are lots of things, lots of vacancies coming in future, because it's totally computerized everything. And yeah, but people can get lots of job with that. Like in the supermarket, everything is on computer. But in my country, it's not very developed. Like you cannot say, but when the new technology come in, everybody is doing networking things and regarding computer things. So yeah, it's probably, you can say, it's good thing, because everybody can have good job. Like if I can talk about 90, you can say 82, very few people doing the computer things. They was aware about this in their but in their a 4-year child still using computers, so he can get a lot of information for his career. He can do lots of things on internet. He can get a lots of information. Yeah.
Thank you very much. We've come to the end of the speaking test.
Thank you.